Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Manchester United could appoint a new director of football to work with Ralph Rangnick before they appoint a new manager. Paul Mitchell could be Manchester United's new director of football. Paul Mitchell is at Monaco. Revert back to last month, Ralph Rangnick was spotted alongside Paul Mitchell. He was watching a youth game. Manchester United's director of football at the moment is John Murtough. Man United appointed him in last year. There's a very good chance that Erik ten Hag will be Manchester United's next permanent manager. It has been revealed that Erik ten Hag had a chat with Sir Alex Ferguson. The Manchester Evening News said yesterday that Erik ten Hag is currently leading the race to be Manchester United's next manager. Ajax are making changes to their coaching staff. Erik ten Hag has already told Ajax he wants to leave at the end of the season. Earlier on this season, he said Erik ten Hag was learning English as he had his heart set on a move to Manchester United. There's a lot of Manchester United fans that would like to see Erik ten Hag get recommended in. It would be good for Ten Hag to come and experience the Premier League because he's not yet managed in the Premier League. And if he became Man United's next manager, I think he would suit the strappings of the club. He'd get the best out of these group of players and he would be capable of winning trophies. You've got to admire the work he's done at Ajax. You know, Erik ten Hag has developed the young players well. He's won a couple of Eredivisie titles. He's also won some Dutch Cups. And revert back to 2019, he got Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals. Erik ten Hag got appointed in as the Ajax manager back in December 2017. So he's been the Ajax manager for over 4 years. His contract at Ajax expires next year. Before Ajax, he managed Utrecht, and before then he managed Bayern Munich's reserves and Go Ahead Eagles. There's still a lot of narratives coming out about Mauricio Pochettino. Now I'm hearing that Mauricio Pochettino wants to stay at PSG. And he wants to lead PSG to Champions League success. The other week, it said Mauricio Pochettino was on the verge of being sacked by PSG after PSG did get knocked out of the Champions League by Real Madrid. And it said that Mauricio Pochettino will seek to become Man United's next manager. Pochettino has been in charge of PSG for over a year. I think he's won a French Cup with them. His current contract expires next year. Pochettino is a good manager, even though he's hardly won anything. He's proven in the Premier League, which is beneficial because before PSG he managed Tottenham. He endured a 5.5-year managerial tenure with Tottenham. Analysing the vast majority of his managerial tenure at Tottenham, Tottenham were competing in and out of the top 4. I think in Pochettino's first season at Tottenham, he got Tottenham in 5th place. But back in 2018, he got Tottenham to their first ever Champions League final, and at one point he almost won the league when he was Tottenham manager. And before Tottenham managed Southampton, he managed to guide Southampton to their highest ever finish in the Premier League. And he only enjoyed a short managerial tenure with Southampton, so they're the clubs he's managed in the Premier League so far. And a long time ago he managed Espanyol. Revert back to when Man United sacked Jose Mourinho, Manchester United should have got Pochettino, but the club decided to go with Solskjaer instead. There's been a lot of rumours coming out about Thomas Tuchel as well. You know, Manchester United are looking for the 5th permanent manager since Ferguson. 4 permanent managers have been sacked since Ferguson. We sacked David Moyes after 10 months. He enjoyed the shortest managerial tenure at the club. Then Manchester United sacked Louis van Gaal after like 2 years. We did win the FA Cup under Van Gaal. And after that, Man United sacked Jose Mourinho after like 2.5 years. Mourinho did enjoy one good season at Man United because he won 3 trophies in his first season. And last year, Manchester United sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer after almost 3 years in charge. So there you go. Ralph Rangnick. He's been Manchester United's interim manager for almost 4 months now. He's Manchester United's interim manager until the end of the season. Then it did initially say that he's expected to take up a consultancy role for a further 2 years. But now that's in doubt because a few days ago it said that Man United are considering sacking Ralph Rangnick. Rangnick has lost 4 games in all competitions as Man United's interim manager. Earlier on this season it said Rangnick wants the permanent Man United job. Rangnick's already said that his aim for this season is for Manchester United to finish in the top 4. Top 4's in doubt. Man United can't win a trophy this season because not so long ago Man United got knocked out of the Champions League by Atletico Madrid. So it's another trophyless season for Man United. Man United have not won a trophy for 5 years. That's nowhere near good enough to our standards. Before Manchester United, Rangnick was the head of sports and development at Lokomotiv Moscow. Don't forget earlier on this season, Rangnick recommended Ewan Sharping as an assistant coach and analyst. He also recommended Chris Armisen as an assistant coach, and he recommended Sascha Lenzin as a sports psychologist. Rangnick has enjoyed 1 transfer window as Manchester United's interim manager. Unfortunately, he didn't get backed in the January transfer window this year. You know, Man United didn't make any signings in January. That was disappointing from Man United perspective. Lingard and Henderson and National left in January, but they didn't, and we had the incident with Mason Greenwood towards the end of January. But Man United did let around 8 players leave in January. You know, in the summer of this year, I'm expecting Manchester United to make signings. In the summer, I'm expecting us to sign a midfielder and a striker. Yesterday, I gave you the news on Tchouaméni. A report by Marca said that Man United and Liverpool have asked about signing Tchouaméni, and Tchouaméni wants a move to the Premier League. Tchouaméni is rated at around £50 million. Tchouaméni is a midfielder, he's 22 years of age, he's still young, got a lot of development in him, and he plays for Monaco. He's under contract with Monaco until 2024. Monaco got him from Bordeaux. On the other side of things, I'm expecting a lot of players to leave Manchester United this summer. So this summer, I'm expecting Dean Henderson to leave. You know, Dean Henderson is our second choice goalkeeper. Doesn't get in goal much because revert back to last summer, De Gea reclaimed that number 1 spot back. Dean Henderson has only made 3 appearances this season. Don't forget, earlier on this season, Henderson got arrested for abusing his girlfriend. Earlier on this season, he had COVID for a while. Revert back towards the end of last season, Henderson got that number 1 jersey and he did well in a lot of the games he was in goal for last season. Henderson's got that experience behind him because before he endured 2 successful loans with Sheffield and he's had other loan spells before with Stockport, Grimsby and Shrewsbury. Henderson's under contract with Man United until 2025. There's an option of a further year. Phil Jones and Eric Bailly, they'll leave in the summer because they don't really get in the team. Man United could look to sell Harry Maguire in the summer because Harry Maguire is not good enough to represent the club. You know, can't understand how Harry Maguire is still Manchester United captain. You know, a lot of United fans have been demanding for the captaincy to be taken off Maguire. Earlier on this season, Rangnick came out and said that Harry Maguire will remain Man United captain until the end of the season. Prior to the City game at the Etihad, you know, he said Maguire was upsetting his teammates in the dressing room. Man United certainly overpaid for Maguire. We paid £80 million for him. He's the most expensive centre-half in the world at the moment and he's the second most expensive signing at the club, behind Pogba. Maguire's been at Man United for over 2 years now and he's endured quite a few injuries since he came to the club. Man United could look to sell Aaron Wan-Bissaka in the summer because he's not good enough, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka is not our first choice right back under Rangnick. You know, Diego Dalot is our first choice right back under Rangnick. Matic, I'm expecting him to leave in the summer because he's not one of our first choice midfielders. But despite that, he has been given his opportunities. Matic is the only predominant centre defensive midfielder that Man United have got at the moment. Matic is out of contract in the summer. Manchester United got Matic from Chelsea back in 2017. Got him for £40 million. Good chance Pogba will be departing the club this summer. He's out of contract this summer. Not so long ago, Pogba's trainer claimed that Pogba will leave Old Trafford. Pogba is interested in a Juventus return. He did endure 4 good years with Juventus before he re-signed for Man United. The Telegraph said earlier on this season that Pogba was open to Premier League offers if he leaves Man United this summer. It got revealed not so long ago that Pogba's house got burgled during Manchester United Champions League game against Atletico Madrid at Old Trafford. Earlier on this season, Pogba was out with injury for a while. Well, he is injury prone because he has endured quite a few injuries since he re-signed for the club. This season has been his 6th season at Man United since he re-signed. You know, he's won 3 trophies at the club so far and he's played over 200 games since he re-signed, and Manchester United paid £89 million for Pogba, so reflecting on that, is our most expensive signing at the moment. I think we'll get rid of Van der Beek and Martial permanently this summer. You know, at the moment, Van der Beek's out on loan with Everton and Martial's out on loan with Sevilla. Lingard will leave as well in the summer. Like I said, Lingard should have left in January. Lingard's out of contract in the summer. He has been part of the club for a long time. He came up our academy and that, but he's a squad player, you know. He doesn't really get in the team. Mason Greenwood, I reckon he'll leave in the summer. As you all know, he's suspended from Man United. Juan Mata, I'm expecting him to leave in the summer. Matt has been at Manchester United for 8 years, so reflecting on that, he's been a long-serving player. Man United got Mata from Chelsea back in 2014, got him for 37.1 million. He's out of contract at Man United this summer. You know, Mata doesn't get in the team, does he? He lost his place in the team a while ago. I initially thought Ronaldo was going to be leaving this summer, but now that's not going to be happening because AS said not so long ago that Ronaldo has no plans to leave Man United this summer. He's willing to see out the final year of his contract. Ronaldo's contract at Man United expires next year. But there's an option of a further year. Ronaldo is the highest earner at Man United at the moment. He receives almost £500,000 a week. So Ronaldo will probably leave next year. And Edison Cavani, he will leave Man United this summer. You know, Cavani's been linked to a move to La Liga. He's also been linked to the move to Brazil. Cavani's out of contract in the summer. Manchester United got Cavani on a free transfer from PSG back in the summer of 2020. Earlier on this season had a groin injury. Well, Cavani's had quite a few injuries since he came to the club. So there you go. The Glazers, they're still at Manchester United, you know. The Glazers have owned Manchester United for around 16 and a half years now. The Glazers bought the club for 500 million back in 2005. We've got to get them out because they've been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time. As you all know, Old Trafford could be demolished as Man United look to upgrade the stadium. You know, Man United have played at the same stadium for 112 years. Man United are looking to increase the capacity to around 80,000 at the moment. Old Trafford holds around, 75,000. Old Trafford is the second biggest stadium in England. As you all know, in the last 10 years, Manchester United have only won 4 trophies. We've not won the Premier League since 2013. In the last 10 years, Man United have spent, over 1.3 billion. Manchester United's next game is Leicester at Old Trafford. It is the 2nd of April. Leicester, you know, haven't been that good this season. They've been far superior in recent seasons than this season. You know, Leicester City's manager is Brendan Rodgers. Brendan Rodgers has been the Leicester City manager now for quite a few years. Brendan Rodgers has got a contract with Leicester until 2025. Brendan Rodgers has won the FA Cup with Leicester. You know, Leicester, of course, won the FA Cup last season. They beat Chelsea in the final 1-0. And Brendan Rodgers has won the Community Shield at Leicester. You know, Leicester beat Man City in the Community Shield. Before Leicester, Brendan Rodgers managed Celtic. You know, he endured quite a few years with them. He won trophies with them. Before then, he managed Liverpool. Rodgers did endure one good season with Liverpool. Before Liverpool, he managed Swansea. Did well at Swansea. Well, when Rodgers was at Liverpool, he emulated the football he produced at Swansea. Before Swansea, obviously managed Reading, and before managed Watford. And a lot of years ago, he managed Chelsea's youth. Before Brendan Rodgers, you know, Leicester had Claudio Puel, you know, they did sack him. And before then, they had Claudio Ranieri. Don't forget, Leicester won the Premier League under Claudio Ranieri. That was back, in the 2015-16 season. You know, Leicester did sack Claudio Ranieri. I do know a lot of the players that Leicester have got. You know, obviously they've got Harvey Barnes, who's very good. Iheanacho, he's good. Jamie Vardy, very, very good. Don't forget, Jamie Vardy risen up from non-league football. They've got Patson Daka, Lookman, Boubakary Soumaré, Perez. You know, Leicester got Perez from Newcastle. Youri Tielemans is very, very good. Leicester got Youri Tielemans from Monaco. I think Youri Tielemans is Leicester's most expensive sign. I think Leicester paid around 32 million. Didn't it rise up to 40 million with add-ons? You know, Man United have been linked to Youri Tielemans before. James Maddison's a very good attacking midfielder. Leicester got James Maddison from Norwich. You know, Leicester paid around £20 million for him. Wilfred Ndidi, he's also a good midfielder. James Justin, they've got him. Leicester got him from, was it Luton? Luke Thomas is good. Ricardo Pereira's good. Got Kagla Soyuncu. Ryan Bertrand. Vestergaard. They got Bertrand and Vestergaard from Southampton. Got Wesley Fofana. He's a centre-back. Johnny Evans, he's a centre-half. You know, Johnny Evans is a former Manchester United player. You know, Johnny Evans did endure like 7 years at Man United. Timothy Caskini, Leicester have also got him. Marco Brighton, he's good. And Leicester's first choice goalkeeper is Kasper Schmeichel. So there you go. And let me put into the equation that Leicester have lost players. You know, they lost Harry Maguire back in 2019. You know, Man United got Harry Maguire. They lost Riyad Mahrez back in 2018 to Man City. They lost Danny Drinkwater and N'Golo Kante to Chelsea. Don't forget, they lost Ben Chilwell to Chelsea as well. Pryor also left them. So there you go. I think Man United beat Leicester at Old Trafford last season 1-0. If I can remember rightly. Leicester did win 4-2 at the King Power Stadium earlier on this season. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.